Welcome back everyone for another challenge video in the Another Life mission in Whittleton Creek. Today we will cover Sold, Sweet Recycling, Remember to Recycle, Become the Real Estate Broker, Mission Story House for Sale, Wet Bandit, Extensive Presentation, Stuffed, Just a Bite, and we'll knock out that Cloud 9 challenge of Welcome to Business Class. We'll start off in the default start location, bring a silenced pistol, lockpick, and a briefcase with your coins inside. Let's get started right away. We'll take our coins out of our briefcase and put those away. We're going to head over to where this server is serving free samples of muffins.
Hola, señor.
Let's go behind his table. We'll grab all the muffins that are on the table just in case we need them.
Down and they're free every Saturday.
We'll wait a little while for this guy to start jabbering about going to show Cassidy the house for sale. That will reveal our mission story.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can say.
A realtor with a taste for the...
Once we have that revealed, let's go ahead and place a muffin on the free sample platter here, and we'll go around the corner and turn this radio on and off to distract the server. Let's go into the bush. We'll drop our briefcase and just do a regular takedown on the server. That way he'll fall straight back instead of falling to the side. If he falls to the side, that realtor will see his body. But we'll knock him out, drag him a little deeper into the bush here. Grab our briefcase once again. Once the realtor's done eating that first muffin, let's go ahead and place one more. Once he eats 2 muffins off that free sample platter, that will get us the stuffed challenge. Now keep an eye on him because when he's done he'll want to go find Nolan Cassidy, but we do not want him to go that far because we want his disguise, and we want to be the one to show off the house for sale. So let's throw a coin on the other side of these bushes. That will distract him over here. We'll wait for that other guy to get right in front of the tables, the guy that was talking to the mailman at the beginning of the mission.
This just plain sucks.
So if the realtor starts walking away, just toss another coin on that side of the bushes. Once he's there, we'll go ahead and toss a coin way over by the bench to get those 2 NPCs to turn that direction.
Wow.
Knock this guy out. That way he'll fall on the other side of the bushes where nobody will see his body. We can drag him into the bushes and take his disguise. Now let's go back to where the server is in the bush. We'll just leave our briefcase there until later. And now let's go chase down Nolan Cassidy and interact with him.
Mr. Cassidy, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go.
Once he goes through the couple quick lines of dialogue, let's run down to the house that's for sale.
Oh, jeez, darling, I'm so hungry.
Once we're up on the front porch, you'll notice there's a sticky note right there on the placemat, and that will tell you that there's a key in the flower pot right here. We can grab that to unlock the front door. Once we're inside, let's go ahead and place a muffin on the platter right here. That will pique the attention of Nolan Cassidy's bodyguard once he gets in here, and once the bodyguard eats that muffin, that will get us the Just a Bite challenge.
Finally. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
Once Nolan finally shows up, we have to show off all 11 rooms in the house. So let's go ahead and start with the living room down here.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly.
And there you can see Nolan Cassidy's bodyguard saw the muffin, and he's going to eat it right about now.
Large room with 2 easy-to-get-to exits. Dark floors hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy this place. Let's move on.
And now let's head upstairs, and we'll get the upstairs presentation done with first. So up here, first let's show off the hallway.
This is the upstairs hallway. It connects all the rooms up here. Add a few closets or a large box in a corner.
And there are 4 other rooms plus the attic that we have to show off up here, so that's a total of 6 different rooms that we have to show off for the presentation that are upstairs. So let's head into the room with the attic first. We'll show that off.
A spare bedroom, in case you have a lot of house guests. It could also be used as an upstairs office, or a storage space with easy access to the attic above.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling it in here. What else can you show me?
Once that dialogue's over, let's go ahead and pull the string to drop the ladder. We'll climb up into the attic. And hit that button prompt to present the attic to him.
About it. It's small, tends to be prone to a leaky roof, and likely houses various types of molds.
What are you talking about? I don't care about some leaky attic. Get down here. This is all very interesting, but where's the real magic? You know,
Now we can head on to the next room.
mysterious room. Moving
We'll leave the
bookcases.
locked room for last, actually. That's the room that has the blood smeared all over it from the guy that died in here from being poisoned by Helen West.
Here we have the master bathroom. Shower, toilet, double sinks. Perfect for the busy couple, and large enough to allow for privacy, even when occupied by 2 people at the same time.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
Let all the dialogue play out, then we'll head into the next smaller study room.
Yet another room up here. I suppose you could use it as an office or recreational room of some sort. Maybe a place to store your memorabilia.
What about storage possibilities? Anything of that nature you could show me?
Once we're done with that, let's run over to the door that's the farthest away on this locked bedroom. That way they don't see you lockpicking that open.
It looks like something violent took place here. The previous owner seems to have been connected with.
I'm going to let Diana stop talking so we don't have overlapping dialogue.
Here in a pool of blood. The house has been sealed off until a few weeks ago. Death was ruled as a severe allergic reaction.
Once she's done, we can go ahead and present the master bedroom.
What happened in here?
Someone bled out here. Looks like a sudden hemorrhaging. Blood pouring from the mouth and nose. Possible vomiting of blood. Distance between the pools indicates the person was conscious at first, but severely shocked. Handprint on the wall corroborates this. The person lost consciousness after 20 to 30 seconds. Probably bled out in a matter of minutes. There's a strong chance this was caused by a severe allergic reaction or a straight poisoning of some sort.
That's a very detailed description. Did you read the police report or something?
I dabble in forensic investigation, among other things.
I see. Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Once we're done with that, that will be everything for upstairs, so let's head back down to the main level. And we've already shown off the living room down here, so next we need the bathroom, kitchen, and garage for the main level of the house.
This is the downstairs bathroom. Useful when cleaning off after a messy day of work.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy this place. Let's move on.
Once we're done in the bathroom, you can actually show him the garden, but the garden doesn't actually count for extensive presentation.
This is the garden area. Manageable size, well-placed shrubbery, useful for hiding yourself or other things. Treehouse, which affords an excellent overview of the adjoining gardens. And look at all those lawn lamps. Good thing it hasn't been raining.
Interesting, I suppose, but not really something that seals the deal for me.
Next, we'll head into the kitchen. Once the plumber sees us, he'll finish up what he's doing and head over to Helen West's house.
Good luck with the sale. I'm heading out now. Going over to Mrs. West's house. Good luck with the tour.
The kitchen. Gas stove. Vinyl floors, which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
That's all fine. Is there more to this house, though?
Now we can head into the garage. That will be the last thing we have to show for the main level.
Your standard garage. Spacious enough for someone to set up a gym or training area. With some added soundproofing, an enterprising individual could use this for many things.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
And last but not least, let's head down to the basement. You don't have to worry about them seeing you unlock that door since we unlock it with a key. Well, once we're down here, let's grab that key card that's laying on the boxes right there. We'll unlock the security door to the little vault that's down here, so we don't actually have to show the room off to him once we unlock that security door. Once Cassidy gets down here, that will finish off our mission story and get us the extensive presentation challenge.
Nice indeed.
He'll go through a whole routine of disabling those lasers and going inside to
Advanced
check out the
Constab
vault.
Matrix laser home security system. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code, just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined.
And he'll send his bodyguard upstairs outside to check out the yard.
Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much
Once he
is it
sends
again?
him off, he'll actually
Sounds
go
about
inside.
right. I suppose that's not unreasonable. And his vault unit?
You can wait until he exhausts all of his dialogue to push the enable button on the security system, or you can push it whenever you want to.
Yes. Quite interesting. And a nice looking safe in here, too. Any idea what the previous owner was using this for?
No idea. Maybe a mausoleum.
That's weird. But I think I can come
But
up
if
with
you
some
do
good uses
exhaust
for
all
it.
of his dialogue, the
All right.
last thing that he
I've
says
seen
is,
enough.
"I think I've seen enough," so make sure you hit the button prompt, turn the lasers back on, he'll trip those off and be blown up, and that will get us the sold challenge.
Awaits your attention.
His bodyguard should be the only one that runs down here, but once he gets down here, let's go ahead and knock him out. We'll drag his body outside on the stairs here, just in case anybody comes down to the basement. And now we'll grab Cassidy and start dragging him towards the nearest manhole. Let's go ahead and grab his bodyguard's disguise, because we're going to head over and grab all 3 clues that we need right after this. But we'll drag his body right to the fence door on the front of the house right here. Don't open the door quite yet. We'll drop the body and hop over this fence. Let's go grab the crowbar that's sticking out of the side of this tractor. We can use that to open the manhole.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house? That guy is Batty, right? Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him
Be mindful of where the lady jogger is. We'll want to wait for her to run around the corner and down the road before we start dragging the body. And the guy that's sitting on the bench over there, the same guy that starts out talking to the mailman, he'll eventually get up and walk away. Once they're both out of the way, let's go ahead and start dragging his body towards the open manhole. Don't worry about the construction workers or that garbage man leaning on the yellow car.
He took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. They did everything together until one day he heard his mother scream from the kitchen where he had left his pet.
But once we dump him in there, that will get us the Wet Bandit challenge. Now it looks like the politician just rung the doorbell on Batty's house, so Batty's out front. We can just head to his backyard real fast and grab the lawsuit documents. We'll grab the shovel on our way out so we can go dig up the cigar box next.
Of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful...
We'll grab that and we'll hop the fence to go inside Cassidy's house. We already have the right disguise.
Once per year.
And this late into the mission, Spencer should have put the letter on the countertop in the kitchen already, so we don't have to knock him out to get it.
Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent fun.
And that will be all 3 clues that we need to finish the mission once we're done. But from here, let's go out the front of the house. We'll run back over to where we have our server disguise and our briefcase.
Having been appointed chairwoman of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
Hey, sunshine.
We'll put the server disguise on and grab our briefcase and head towards Janus' house. We're actually going to run past Janus' house and go in through the secret tunnel that leads up through his basement. But before we even do that, let's run down towards the garbage men that are by the garbage truck, get their conversation started. That way they'll be in a different position by the time we get back out here. Easier to knock out and get out of the way so we can drag Janus' body to the garbage truck.
He's sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
So we'll go through the whole routine of unlocking these 1 million doors to get into the secret tunnel. And do keep in mind, you do have to be dressed up as a server when you knock him out with the briefcase. But you do not have to be dressed as a server when you're dragging his body or putting his body into the garbage truck. You just have to be dressed as the server when you push the button to compress the garbage truck. You can knock out this guard in the basement and wear his disguise to go upstairs and get set up if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Most everybody up there is a enforcer. We'll go ahead and knock out this guard that patrols in the kitchen. And once he's finally on his way downstairs, we can go ahead and go back downstairs and grab our server disguise once again. We'll just hide in the bathroom to stay out of sight for now. Wait for his bodyguard to have his back towards the wall. Then we'll open up the basement door and toss a coin down the stairs for him to go investigate. Once he's in there, we'll throw something at his head to knock him out.
How are you today?
And now we can go ahead and knock out Janus with the briefcase. That will get us the Welcome to Business Class challenge. And now we'll drag his body downstairs and through the secret tunnel. That way we don't have to drag his body in front of all the NPCs that are out in front of his house, or take out all those NPCs so we can drag the body. Now once we're up in the garage, let's just go ahead and leave his body right in front of this little closet while we go take care of the last few steps that we have. We're going to knock out both of these garbage men before we start dragging the body to the garbage truck. And since both of the garbage men are in this area and there's the one guard sitting on the bench over there on the other side of the garbage truck, we're going to do a coin trail to get this guy into the bush over here.
Damn. Huh? Wow.
Easy, man.
Damn.
Make sure the old guy in the red shirt isn't looking directly this way. Once he's facing away, we can go ahead and knock this guy out. We'll get him into the bush as fast as we can. Now that the old guy in the red shirt is on his porch, we can go ahead and knock this guy out. So we'll knock him out and drag him to that same bush. Now we'll head back to go grab Janus' body out of the garage. But keep an eye out for where the woman jogger is right now. She might be coming down this way. If she is, we'll wait for her to pass by first. But we don't have to knock out anybody that's in the park, or that deputy by the shed, or the old guy in the red shirt, because they are far enough away that they actually can't see us doing what we're doing. A good indicator for that is if you go into instinct and you can't see the outline of the character, then they're pretty much out of visual range. So we can just drag Janus across the grass here. As long as that jogger woman isn't looking directly towards us, she won't see anything either. And we'll dump his body in the back of the garbage truck. Then go ahead and hit the button on the side. That will compress the garbage in the garbage truck and get us the sweet recycling challenge. Now we can go into the bush where we have the 2 garbage men hidden, grab one of their disguises, and exit on the garbage truck for the Remember to Recycle challenge. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, requests, or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you liked this video and found this video helpful, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy the content that I produce and want to keep up with any future videos or projects that I'm working on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.